Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom here. Hang out there and listen to the music. Hare Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just a second. Okay. Okay, here we go. God. Everything's... Okay, that's it. Okay, what my plan is not working today. Okay, plan didn't work there. That plan. Let's try again. Okay. Sometimes things work out, sometimes they don't. Okay, we got that out. Mhm. Okay, let's see. Yes, it's Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is it the mic? Hare Krishna. Here we go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, now we can chant together here if you want to turn your mic on, get warm. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. We only see the top of your head there, your river.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. There, getting better. There we go. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
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 Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, 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 Radha, 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 Krishna, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Advaita, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gora Chandra, 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 Gora Chandra. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Goranga, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Oh,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Goranga, 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 Goranga. Goranga, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Oh, my Lord Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Krishna. Oh my Lord Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Krishna,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna, Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna, 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 Krishna. Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. Let's see here. Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto. Meeting of Nanda Maharaj and Vasudev. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shukadev Goswami said, Nanda Maharaj was naturally very magnanimous. And when Lord Krishna appeared as his son, he was overwhelmed by jubilation. Therefore, after bathing and purifying himself and dressing himself properly, he invited the brahmanas who knew how to recite the Vedic mantras. Yeah, Nanda Maharaj was very magnanimous, and when Lord Krishna appeared as his son, he was overwhelmed with jubilation. See, this a lot of people, sounds external, doesn't it? People, if you're an external bhakti, that's what you think. That's external. Yeah, but that's internal. When the Lord appears as your son, see, you notice baby Krishna appears as a son. He was overwhelmed with jubilation. See, because now you know what the real light is. See, it's that Krishna. See, and the jubilation appears in you. That's how the residents of Vrindavan are. When Krishna appears, they're very jubilant, automatically. That's the whole point of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, is so that the Lord appears in the heart. Can you imagine? People don't understand that. Yeah. When the Lord appears in your heart, automatically you feel the joy of God. Just like, you know, how fathers, when the son is born or a daughter is born, usually a son, it doesn't matter. Whatever is, they have a child is born, right? They're in the maternity ward. They get the cigar out. Oh, right, man, I feel very jubilant, huh? That's a material birth. Well, hey, man, that's what happens when the Lord appears inside you, within. See, that you must be born again. See, or actually, it's not really you being born again. It's Krishna must be born in you. See? Krishna, then you feel the God jubilation, the jubilation of having that birth. Hey, now you're a real father, man. Now you got to raise a son. How do you do that? How do you raise Krishna? Hearing, chanting. Remember, you gotta give him his food. He doesn't exist on that food now that Kamalakanta is eating. Okay? I mean, that's not good enough. He wants this kind of food. He wants hearing, chanting, remembering, in association with other family members who are actually born again. Actually, he's been born in them also. We have a grassroots form. We had to start. See, we've got a lot of jubilant devotees here. Can you see how that verse is? How it's explaining the internal birth of Krishna in you, and the jubilation you feel? Isn't it amazing? It's all codes, all these things. Okay. See, when Krishna is born in you, the codes, you start to be able to decipher these codes that nobody understands. Okay. It's just like, with the demons. They put codes everywhere. Everything is coded. Everything is in numbers. Everything they do is according to like numerologies. They have symbols everywhere, right before everybody's eyes, but nobody understands what they are. They do. Why? Because they have this crafty demoniac intelligence, occult knowledge that they use in a way that corrupts them. It's corruptible. It corrupts their consciousness. They become more and more like lizards. Very uncompassionate and cold, cold-blooded. They have that kind of knowledge. And it makes them more and more like animals. You see how you're like an animal? Divide and conquer. See, you don't feel connected to your brothers and sisters. You just want to conquer them. They're just like cattle. Can you see that? It's very low consciousness. That's who's running the world. That's why it's been a kind of a slave world here. This slavery has been this is kind of new, this democracy thing. And it was pretty much a sham anyway. It wasn't real. It was people were giving privileges, but not permanently. Now the privileges are taken. No more free speech. Where's the free speech? Yeah, try to say anything you want on Facebook. If it doesn't go with the narrative, let's see how free speech. It's a big laugh, isn't it? Freedom and all. No, the privileges. Now the privileges are taken away. Okay? So that's Maya, man. That's the Lord's energy too. See, most people are shackled by it. Only when you become a devotee are those shackles loosened. Yeah, it's amazing. This Maya is like strong. Yeah. See, what's the way out? Well, you have to have Krishna as your sun, man. See? Sun, light. Krishna has to be your light. He has to be born in you. See, that means also the love of God has to be born in you, that love. See, because that love illuminates the sun. See, it nourishes the sun. The sun gets stronger. See, the sun grows in you with the love. See, that's why you got to be around nurturers. You got to be in the garden of devotion with other flowers here that are also nourished by the sun. Where else can you develop this? How can you develop this amongst the Vaidhi Bhaktas who aren't even born? Krishna's not born in them, nor do they want. They don't even like these conclusions. No, that's too deep. No. Just tell me the story. Yes, Nanda was jubilant because of his son out there was born. All your devotional practices are external. See, and the Lord says, that doesn't attract me much. I like depth. Don't we like depth? We're starting to like what the Lord likes. The Lord likes deep. He likes to know what things really are. He likes to know more than the demons. What those symbologies, occult things that they use to control and cast spells and bewilder people and all that. You think that's interesting to God? No, that's just for shadow people, those who dwell in darkness. But this kind of knowledge, oh, this is great, man. What happens? This is win-win. My God, when you reveal this knowledge to people who want to know the Lord better, oh, it's so helpful. It's so nourishing and nurturing. It shows and manifests the light, the truth, the sun. Oh, really? That's what it's about? Yeah. You guys dwelling in darkness, you little demons out there, you little demigods. You're little people, man. You're small fries. See? Your knowledge is small. Your understanding is small. Your happiness is small. You don't have the jubilation of having that birth of the Son of God. See, the Son, the light of God in you. A lot of people think, oh, he's the Son of God, or Jesus is the Son of God. You think Jesus is thinking like that? No, the Son of God is in me. The light of God is in me. The love of God is in me. See, everybody putting external things on that. No. Everybody asks the question, is the love of God in you? If it is, you're going to be more jubilant than ordinary people in the world. They'll be, even if they don't understand it, they're going to see something extraordinary in you, something different, very different. They're going to hear extraordinary things that they probably won't understand, but if they listen long enough, they'll be happy because they're hearing that vibration. The vibration itself will make you happy. It'll purify you in a way that you cannot get purified by any millions of lakhs of chanting with offenses. With no attachment. See, you hear the voice of a person where the Son of God has been born in them, that Krishna, little baby Krishna, has made them jubilant for a long time. You listen to their voice, man. Then you get attraction. And you people, they're chanting 1 lakh and they get this big pride and false ego and followers. And you're going to be able to chant in ecstasy, and they can't because they didn't have the Son. They didn't listen to the Son. See? The Son that reveals to their servant. That's being a servant of the Lord. See? The Son has to be born in you. And you have to nourish that Son. And that Son nourishes you. See? This is relationship with the Almighty Lord. See? Almighty Lord, then you become mighty in this world because you become His hand in this world. See, you give Him a hand. Here, take my hand. He says, okay, yeah, I want that hand. I can use it, man. I got some work to do, man. I need some workers here, who want to roll up their sleeves, man. See? Then people get God's helping hand through you. See, isn't that our work here? Isn't it God work? What are we doing here? Our work or God's work? See? What are we here to do? Well, you want me to tell you that very easily, everybody? We're here to do God's work. We're here to, on His behalf, represent Radha and Krishna in this world. Represent the love of God in this world, that it is the greatest path. I was reading yesterday this great verses by Jiva Goswami, or one of those guys, those amazing guys. A very simple verse. The love of Radha and Krishna are my shelter forever. See, the love of Radha and Krishna. Is that love in you? Can you feel Radha in you? Can you feel Krishna in you? Do you feel that dance going on in you? That's what's important. Because there you go. Now you got the best guides. You got the best intelligence now. you'll begin to understand the essence of everything. But without the love of Krishna in you, all you got is a sham. All you got is illusions. So many of them. Illusions that you're even a spiritual master or a guru who can deliver your disciple. That is a complete illusion if the love of Krishna is not in you. It's the love of Krishna that guides the spiritual master also. What do you think? Bhagavad Gita, the spiritual master is Bhagavad Gita 10:10 personified. Do those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, that kind of love, pure love, prema, I give them the understanding to come back to me. Why wouldn't you want to listen to somebody like that? Hey, if that's not you, if you're not devotee Bhagavat means you're that verse in person, man. People will be able to look at you and say the love of Krishna is in them. Man, they worship the Lord with loving ecstasy. It's pure. I could see there's no motive in that, man. They just love God, man. Just like a person loves a man or a woman without any material motive. They just fall in love, you know? See? But you fall in love with God, you'll never fall out of it. Like in the world. It's permanent, man. Because the love of God is the only pure thing in this world, if you're ever lucky to see it. See how it shows up in a person who has it. The symptoms it causes. This is no problem. People don't know what is a real guru in this world, a real spiritual master in the Vaishnava things, in the Vaishnava Sampradayas, any of them, because they don't see the love of God in anybody. I haven't seen it. And then people who claim to have it, they're no-shows. I can't show you the love of God. I can't show you the symptoms. Therefore, nobody knows. Big mystery. See, we show the love of God here in our Sangha and blow everybody's mind. So it's such a simple thing. It's what Lord Caitanya did. He showed the love of Krishna. See? He showed it to the public. Nityananda showed it to the public. Their followers showed it to the public. They showed the role model. Therefore, love of God was manifest in the world. There was a fair amount of people who said, oh, very good. We also want that. And what did they say? Come along, man. Come join our group, our team. We say the same thing now. Hey, man, anybody out there say the love of God looks great? Wow, my guru never told me that. Well, come along, man. But my guru said, no, don't worry about him, man. Leave him way behind. Leave him in the dust. He doesn't have proper intelligence. What kind of guru is he? You just thank the God, the Krishna in you, giving you the intelligence to see where reality is. See? But, the Vedas say never leave your guru. No, the Vedas say leave such a guru who is adverse to the love of God. They're cheating you and tricking you. No, leave them flat. Where does that say that, Gorhari? Bali Maharaj did that. His guru, spiritual master, who could raise the dead, could do miracles. He conquered the whole material universe. And he left him flat because Shuddha Bhakti, the real God, manifests in the world. Okay? Says, oh, I'm sorry, I can't follow you anymore. I'm going to follow Vamanadev, the dwarf incarnation of the Lord, the real Lord, the true Lord. And his guru was adverse, and I say that too. If any of your gurus are adverse to the love of God in this Sangha that we're here to distribute on the order of Prabhupada and Krishna, heck with them. Leave them behind in the dust. What are they? They're just an obstacle. Come eat some popsicles here. Have some sweetness. Stop sucking on these obstacles and that lead you nowhere. They ain't no better than you. Without the love of God, you guys are on the same platform. The only difference is if Krishna gives you the intelligence to see the glory of this preaching and the truth of this preaching and the power of this preaching to cut you free, that means you're in a better position. Because of their big false egos that they got corrupted by becoming gurus before they're qualified. See, they got nothing but big false egos and big illusions. So you're lucky you didn't get such a big illusion. You're lucky you didn't become such a guru. Why do you think these politicians are corrupted? They got positions they're not deserving of. They can't hold it. They get corrupted. They get bribed. They get scared. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think these elites are? They're all corrupted by all their billions of dollars and the control they have. They work in the darkness because their activities are so bad, nobody would approve of them if they knew what they were really doing. See? That's how bad it is now, especially now. We're in the end times, man. It's the end of this, man. The Lord he's sick of this. He's just going to finish it up, man. Use his little demons to get rid of the persons who won't listen to him, won't listen to his voice pieces here. And that includes you, Vaides out there. You're already getting rid of. Your gurus are telling you line up to get the injection, the poison injection. Your gurus, the Dalai Lama, the Lord says, that ain't good enough, man. You got to find those who have the Son of God manifested in them, that Son, that real Krishna born in them, and they're jubilant because of that. They're really truthful because of that. They're really happy because of that, very ecstatic. You need to listen to them, otherwise you're out of here. Isn't that what am I saying that? Isn't that only obvious? When you got the gurus standing up with their sleeves rolled up and telling their disciples, what kind of shelter are you getting? If you got any smarts at all, if Krishna really sees that you're have some sincerity in there, you should be listening to this very closely. There's no time to mess around or etiquettes or anything. Just straight out truth, man. You're being eliminated here in this world. Here we have the message of life. We've got it, man. We show it, we demonstrate it, we enjoy it, serving the Lord in the way he wants to be served, in ecstasy and in truth, just like Jesus Christ told and taught, and just like Lord Caitanya taught. It's called spontaneous devotional service. So come along if you want to live, otherwise you're slated for termination. Just the fact. You don't like it, too bad, man. Go out and get terminated. You don't like the facts of life? I'll tell you how, anyway, I won't go into that. Too close to home. Yeah. So anyway, that's it, man. I mean, yeah, I know it's stern, it's tough and all that, but God, man, you want to be happy, you want to be free, you want to live, you want to be sovereign. It's all in the love of God. You got to find out who God is from somebody who knows that Lord, man, who's in that Lord, and because of it, they've got the mercy, and that Lord is in them. Well, that's how you know you have somebody bona fide here, because the love of God is definitely in them, because that same love is awakening in you. How well, then for it's factual. And you're saying this is not some demon spirit in you. This spirit makes you jubilant, just like Nanda Maharaj, right? So even the book says it's good if you can't trust your own happiness. Right? Simple, man. You tell me that's why people stay here for 5 years. They get feelings of this love of God in them that keeps them here and keeps them enthralled. And this will go on forever. It just gets better. Like Lolita was saying today, she's all sick and everything. And she comes and she chants and she's lifted above that and in such ecstatic love and happiness. How could any human being with all that kind of problem she's having right now be so jubilant? It's impossible. The love of God has to be in you to transcend such things. It's 30 degrees Fahrenheit here in snowy old England, but in this Sangha, it's burning rubber. Exactly. We burn rubber here, man. We peel rubber, man, literally. We peel the rubber off you. You guys are all rubberized out there. So you can feel the real earth Krishna, you know. It's like walking with shoes, rubber shoes, soles. You can't feel the earth. And people are like that. You're all rubberized, man. You got too much rubber. We'll peel that rubber off so you can feel God in the earth, in the world, and the joy of it. The joy of the word, so you can chant Hare Krishna, and then ecstasy and the happiness of being with God here is because you know He is His word. What do you think the scriptures are? That's how you know who's a bona fide spiritual master. We'll keep harping on this, man. Who's a bona fide spiritual master? It's he who knows the name of God is Krishna. The name of Krishna. Man, well, how do I know that? Well, very easy. I'm glad you asked that question that you couldn't ask, so I ask it for you. How do I know somebody knows the name of God is? Well, because that means the Son is born in them and they're jubilant because the love of God is born in them. Therefore, they know that name makes them more happy than anything in this world. And they keep coming back for more. Hare Krishna. Where were we? Sukadeva Goswami said Nanda Maharaj was very naturally very magnanimous. Yeah, and that's what happens when the Lord is born in you. These qualities automatically manifest. When you have the love of God, you've become rich. See, that's why you see that quality comes along with it. A lot of people are trying to be forgiving, trying to be charitable. See, you're all trained, you're all wannabes. How would you like to have a path, which is here, right now, right before your eyes, man? How would you like to have a path where you become naturally forgiving? You know why? Because you're naturally been forgiven, and I've been forgiven. I feel so good. All those sins and that weight is off me. The love of God is in me and freed me from all these things. Oh, I just want my brothers and sisters to also have that too. Oh boy, that's magnanimity. Automatically you get the qualities of Lord Caitanya because you're part of his entourage now. Magnanimity. You want to just give this. Oh, I just want to, just listen to this message. See, your voice becomes the messenger. Your ecstasy is the messenger, is the fragrance of the absolute truth that people can't see in this world unless they meet you. The Vrindavan, the walking Vrindavan, you carry the fragrance of the love of God in you to others. Okay? The freedom, the happiness of it. All this is fragrance. These are the qualities, the magnanimity, the munificence, see, of having Lord Chaitanya's mercy and being connected with the lineage to get this. Otherwise, you can't figure this stuff. Nobody can figure this stuff on their own. You could sit there and try to figure out one concept that I preach, that I experience, that many of my students are preaching and experiencing also. One of those concepts could take you many lifetimes to understand, and still you might not understand it. And you come here in the lineage where it's bona fide. See, we're bona fide because we have that love of God is in the devotees here. We're not just, oh, look how knowledgeable I am. Oh, look how austere I am. Look at all. See, I've been duly voted in as Guru Dev and your deliverer. See how mundane that is? You wouldn't even know that's mundane unless you come here and we give you the spiritual side of things, the spiritual side of what is really a real spiritual leader to lead you into the kingdom of God quickly. A real spiritual master who has mastered that supreme spirit. When they chant, that Lord comes. When they call, Lord, you come, give me my shoes. And that Lord comes and give them his shoes. What is the meaning of that? You think it's some external baloney? Man, I call the Lord so I can walk. Otherwise, I got no shoes, man. I can't walk without shoes. He's my shoes, man. He's my walking stick. Otherwise, I can't see, man. I'm a cripple, man. I need something to hold on to. And if you're not good with that kind of codependent relationship with God, well, heck with you. Go out there and be codependent on Maya. Go get some human being that's fallen in Maya and be codependent with them and see where that gets you. It'll get you right in the psych office, right? Right into the psychologist to get your head straight. I don't need to go to any psychologist or psychiatrist because I'm codependent on God. We work well together. We're real well-oiled in this world, man. We teach what is the real codependency. Who's your real co-pilot in this world? You work together in this world and it feels good, feels right, feels perfect. You get the work done here. You just grab souls and you bring them right out of Maya. You throw them right on the shore of Vrindavan. Yeah, Maya doesn't. She's relentless. She just grabs you and pulls you down. We just grab you and pull you up. It takes a thorn to pull out a thorn, man. The black snake of Maya swallows you up, and we swallow up Maya. Illusion. How else are you going to get out of this mess so easily? This myriad of illusions all over the place. Got to come in the line. I stay in the line, man. I stay in this truth. This truth is that there's nothing more powerful than this. Yeah, the Bible is good, but not like this. Not like the Vedas, not like all the intelligence and the ecstasy and the revelations that came from Lord Caitanya and his devotees that he empowered with. You're foolish if you don't study this. This is the prasadam. This is the prasadam of God's latest manifestation in this world, and it's the very best. He doesn't come in such a form in any of the other yugas. Even in such a yuga, you don't get a form like Lord Caitanya. You don't get a revelation like that. We got the best of the best. That's why I'm so happy. People committing, we heard Mayavadi's student committed suicide. See? Could you imagine? I couldn't even imagine committing suicide when I have so much to look forward to, so much to appreciate, so much to live for in this world at this time. But you see, people like that don't know this. See, if Mayavadi was a little more fixed up, she would have been able to save her pupil. Okay? Little more clear about things. Anyway, it's the same thing. We have to go through the process. I wish I knew what I knew now. I would have had everybody that left. Oh, I would have smashed everything that they believed in at the time. But, we got to get strong, so maybe later on, Krishna will help in that way. Okay, let's see what we got here. See, when Lord Sri Krishna appeared as his son, he was overwhelmed by jubilation. Thereafter, bathing and purifying himself and dressing properly, he invited the Brahmanas who knew how to recite Vedic mantras. See, bathing and purifying himself properly. That's the way to do it. You think he has to go and take a shower now? No. This is how you bathe and purify yourself properly. Bathe in ecstatic worship of the Lord. Bathe in your sun appearing every day in your body, in your heart. That's the bathing the Lord's looking for. Otherwise, what do you got? You got the Brahmin type bathing. You go and take a shower 3 times a day. If you take this one shower in bathing in love of God, you could neglect your whole duties of bathing 10 times a day, if it were. And you would be more purified than a Brahmin takes their 3 showers and fasts and follows all these rules. And you took one bath in the bath of the jubilation of the Lord appearing in your heart and that love, even just a little bit of it is more powerful than 3 times of your bathing externally, because it's all external. This is your internal bath. This is the bath the Lord is looking for. Okay? If you chant one holy name, you're worshipable like that. Much less every day in prema. That's why you see, I never asked anybody to come and worship their guru and give such praises and all that. You do that automatically. Because the Lord is giving you proper intelligence. The Lord is giving the guru here proper understanding and ecstasy and truth. This is automatic. This happens spontaneously, everything. That's why people can't understand why you do what you do and why I do what I do, because this is the confidential service of the Lord. If anybody wants to enter into the confidential pastimes of Lord Caitanya, they have to come through this door here in our Sangha here. Make friends with, I keep saying the same thing, make friends with the devotees, do some service to the devotees. Here, and you'll get what you can't get with 1,000 radhanas, 1,000 jaipata. You will not get what you can get 1,000s of those gurus. How dare you say? How can you say? Well, it's plainly obvious. Not even one of their disciples have I seen has anything that many of my disciples have already in ecstasy, in tears, in holy laughter. That's the real deal. That's the prize. My students get the prize very quickly. Many of them, I can't say all of them, but you're all pretty happy. You see you're in progress. You see usually what your obstacles are. You see maybe you're still a little afraid of this. But as you surrender more isn't that a nice way to surrender? You surrender to ecstasy. How easy can it not? Oh my God, man. Here you got to surrender these gurus who put you to work. Yeah, surrender to working your ass off. Surrender to following. You surrender all these rules. Surrender to these fasts. Surrender everything. Here you only surrender to what? Satchidananda. Like Lalita said this morning, surrender to that. Oh, how wonderful that is. Surrender to ecstatic love, the highest feelings in the universe that even demigods are praying for. You get to surrender to something so good. Surrender to conclusive understanding that wipes away all illusions that people are bewildered by. Huh? It ain't going to get any easier than this. That's why the little demons inside people, they try to get you away, move you away from this, don't they? They're going, go away, man. Go away. Come back to me. Let me continue your miserable existence. Go listen to Sadhguru. Yes, Sadhguru, man. Yeah, the guy who works for the WEF. See, the Lord, his Maya is in everything. We wipe away all of that Maya like a nice white cloth. Just wipe it away. You get the white glove treatment here. You know, we go in with our white glove to make sure there's any dirt here. Oh, let's wipe that away. No, I've been used to that dirt, man. I don't know. I live with it. It's been, you know, I've been faithful to the dirt. Well, come on, man. Got the white glove here. Let's wipe that away, man. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. After having these qualified Brahmins recite auspicious Vedic hymns, he arranged to have the Vedic birth ceremony celebrated for his newborn child, according to the rules and regulations, and he also arranged for worship of the demigods and forefathers. Yeah, and you see the Brahmins, they think they're better than a person like Nanda Maharaj. See? So they can't fully take advantage. They think they're here to be served. They think Nanda Maharaj is just an ordinary person. See? But he's an internal devotee. This is what the world is fooled by. You know, it's even now, a lot of people think you followers of these gurus, you think they're more advanced because they're like Brahmanas and they fast. And Gaur Hari and his wild men and women in that Sangha, you know, just roaming around, you know, Facebook over there, you know, just uncontrolled. They're a really lower group, man. No, we have the internal birth. We're teaching that. You want external? You want to be an external devotee? Go to them. Go to these devotees. They'll put you nice and situated nicely in external bhakti. And you can follow Varnashram Dharma and the rules and regulations and all of that we've abandoned more or less. I follow some rules, but, you know, just the essence. If it's good to keep my body going and, you know, in the mode of goodness, you know, so the body stays intact and regulated, you know, regulated sleep, stuff like that. You know, that's about it, man. But I have no faith that I'm already delivered in another way that I'm teaching here, so you can be delivered. So you don't just get Brahman spiritual masters. That ain't good enough, man. It's not good enough for the Lord that I preach about. I preach what he preached. He said you could be a perfect Brahmin with all the Brahmin qualifications that none of these guys probably have. But they can't even purify themselves, much less you. So why are you following such a path? But my devotees, they chant the holy name with great ecstatic love. They're the door to Vrindavan. Why not go there? Find the easy way. This is the easy path. You surrender there. You surrender to the ecstatic worship. You say, very good. Oh, man, I also want to worship like that. Great. You're qualified for this association. Ew, I don't like that. Oh, yeah. Go there. Be a guru out there. Go be like a Radhanath. Go be like a Jaipataka. Go be like an Acharya Dev, nice and dry. Don't come here where we're really wet with bhakti and ecstasy and all that, all those goodies. Those are not goodies. Oh, well, too bad for you, man. We'll just enjoy the goodies and you enjoy the dry philosophy, the croaking frogs out there who don't believe in this mercy, don't care for this mercy. So I just spell it out for the world, man. I mean, you got a choice now. You like that? Does that dry bread look to you, or do you like the bread and butter here? See, we got the bread. That Krishna is the bread, right? Jesus said, I'm the bread of life. Well, Krishna is the bread. His word is the bread. They got the bread too. They got Krishna, right? They got the word. But it seems a bit dry to me, man. You know, we got the butter. We got the love. The love is the butter, man. What do you think the Lord was stealing? Butter? What do you think that butter represents? See, that makes the bread taste good, makes Krishna taste good, makes his, like sweet bread. You ever have that? Sweet breads? Put a little butter on that. Now you ain't going to get any more perfect than that. Sweet bread. Perfect, right? I hope this is making sense to somebody. Only makes sense to you because you laugh and cry when you chant. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense to these dry people. They just get offended. I have to pull a Jesus on them. Blessed are those who are not offended by me, by my word. And I have to add to that a little bit too. Blessed are those who are offended by it too. That's part of your purification. I can't lose, man. I can't lose. Any way I go, I win. Because the Lord, it's the Lord. When you have the Lord's potency, you're always a winner, no matter what you do. They get offended by you, you win. They get purified. They like your word, they rise to life like Fannies and Amy's. They just go right there into the zone. So you can't lose. Wow. The house is rigged. It's like you're the Las Vegas of God in the world. Everything's rigged. Everybody that comes to your Las Vegas, man, they they get the result of that. They come and become winners. See, this is not like the Las Vegas of Maya, Maya's world. You go there, you go and lose ultimately. The house wins. Maya wins. Well, you don't think it's just the same, but better here. You come here, whatever you do, you're going to be a winner. The house wins. My Lord, he's the house. And if you come to his dealer, I'm just a dealer. Did you know I have another hat? Did you know I'm a dealer? We play 21 here. See, you come here, you're playing blackjack, 21. See, 2 and 1 equals 3. Sat Chit Ananda, that's what you're going to get. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. See, you're gonna play 21 here. And everybody wins. See, ultimately, you all get to 21. They get the ace. What is it? Ace and a joker. See, they get both the ace and the joker and win. See? As a matter of fact, you become the joker. Now, why wouldn't anybody want to be a participant in this Las Vegas here? Where everybody becomes a winner, man. See, the Lord is all auspicious. And the devotees bring that Lord to the world. Why do you think the world became auspicious when Krishna was born in this world? Everything started to bloom when Krishna was here. See? That's the secret of Sadhu Sangha here. I bring Krishna every day and everything blooms. Everybody in shouting distance. That's why I shout to kind of overreach a little bit out of our group, shout to get some attention out there outside. Because, see, everything blooms here. You notice? Haven't we got witness testimonies about that? Blooming bhakti, blooming understanding, just blooming Satchidananda every day. These are not empty words. This ecstasy doesn't have an empty result. It makes everything full. See, puts Krishna in your body, full bodied. See, and then we get excess, and then we put that out into the world, the excess. See? Spread it around. Butter more bread. That's why I stay with the Vaides, because, they got the bread. Oh, it needs a little butter on it. They don't know. They've been eating kind of dry bread for so long, they got used to it. You ever see that? You eat the dry something and you don't know that there could be butter on it, even though the scriptures are telling them you should butter the bread. But they don't understand that. Why? Because you need a proper guru, a real devotee Bhagavat, to tell you what's really in the book. Eat buttered bread. And this is how you do it. You go to the real guru who is eating buttered bread. You see them eating buttered bread. And if you say, you know what, I also am ready for some butter on my bread, there you go. Raghunuga Bhakti, come into our association, hang out with these devotees eating buttered bread. Okay? And then you can start drifting away from those eating the more dry bread. Okay? Come, the love. That love is the butter, man. That devotion, that ecstasy that you see here, that you read about in the scriptures, but you see it here manifest, is the butter. You just need to hear it to wake you up. Then when you look at the scriptures, you've been spoiled. You start to understand them because you heard something here. You spend 30 days here and hear these truths, and then go and eat that dry bread and see if it's satisfying anymore. Go hear those dry lectures where you only hear Krishna, Krishna, rules, Varna, Ashram, Dharma, Varna. See how juicy that is after a month here, or 2, or 3. Might turn into 4, might turn into a year, 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, and going. Doesn't look like rivers going anywhere. You think anywhere, is there anywhere? Don't you want to go back to Muji? How about you, Tom? You want to go back to Sadhguru?
Muji was a great stepping stone, Maharaj.
Just a second here. Just a second. Go ahead. What did you say?
I said Muji was a stepping stone for me. He prepared me for...
Is that me or you?
I don't know, but I can hear you.
Okay, try it again. Say something.
I was saying Muji.
Yeah.
Is that all right? He was a stepping stone. He was a stepping stone for me to come to this platform. That's it. I appreciate that. Even I used to watch his satsangs 3 hours a day, Maharaj.
Wow.
Every day. And I wondered why I was doing that. And it was to come here and to be ready for here. And he doesn't have what you have. You can't give to the people that come there. But, we've received it from you. The ultimate God.
Yeah.
It's huge. He's prepared me, actually, Maharaj. A little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, that's how it works. Is like, that's why Jesus said everything you're doing in life is to bring you here to him. And that goes for all the real empowered, intimate associates of the true Lord, that God that very few people really know. Everything you do, whether you're in the world, whether you're a Vaidhi Bhakti in ISKCON or Gaudiya Math or Gaudiya Samiti, or a Christian, is to bring you to the living devotee who is empowered in a special way. And then you can see, then you have a very special chance to really go deep. Like with Muji, I mean, he says some uncommon things that are better than the normal people. I mean, but still you can see there's speculation there, and it's not like this. See, this is more powerful because it's uncommon, like him and Muji and other individualists. See, a lot of people, they go to teachers that teach them how to be an individual, how to be more yourself. And that's why they get some polarization. They get, some people love them and some people don't like them. See, Because some people, they don't like, because it brings out things, you know, when you're with an individual, it brings out things you suppress and then you project it on them. So, but many teachers, a lot of them can't continue because when it gets, you start polarizing, you get take on a lot of poison. And unless you got a very deep relationship with the transcendental potency, you can't take all that poison. You know, you got to be like Lord Shiva, who could drink an ocean of it. See? So the polarization, so everything is leading here. And then see, now you get, oh, you don't have to speculate. You can just take things as they are. Now you can go into Ras. See, this Ras gets you beyond the mind. People are stuck in their minds, more or less. Vaishnavas are stuck in their mind. I don't care. I look at the gurus and I look at their followers. They're more or less still stuck in their minds on the mental platform. You got to transcend the mind, and there's a specific way to do that. It's called the lineage. It's called the devotee Bhagavat that's reached that level of Ras. Tasting transcendental Ras. That's why Lord Caitanya came here. That's why I'm preaching on the order of Lord Caitanya, Krishna, and Prabhupada, because we can do it. We've done it, and we're continuing to teach others to do it too. See, and then you've transcended the mind. You transcend all these manipulations by the demons and the demigods. Otherwise, you're being more or less manipulated by the demons and the demigods. See, and not being influenced by the spiritual energy, which raises you above all that. See, now you're a liberated soul when you can taste transcendental Ras. You live on that. You live on the love of God. It becomes everything, man. It becomes your benediction in life, becomes your good fortune and the good fortune of others. It becomes your inspiration, your happiness. It's all in one solution. Renewable energy, all the time renews. Everything else is more or less in la la land here, this material Maya, this illusion. Until you meet a liberated soul. And we're lucky because we're liberated in Lord Caitanya and Radha and Krishna. They're the highest revelation on this planet. We're not just liberated in Lord Ram or Jesus Christ. That's not as deep. That's not as a deep a revelation of the Lord, the absolute truth, like Lord Caitanya brought. You know. So anyway, we're lucky. We're very lucky. And in this way, we can help everybody. We can help everybody, and more than Christians, because Christians are limited. They don't have the deeper paradigms, that God paradigms, the way God is seeing things. You think God is a sectarian like them? You think like a Christian? You think God sees, oh, there's only Jesus Christ. He's my only son. There's no other son of God. There's never going to be another servant, intimate servant of the Lord coming. You think the Lord is looking like that? No. How do we know? Well, we're in line, man. We have the deeper knowledge. It's more logical how God has unlimited sons. He comes when he comes. Can you see the symptoms of another Jesus-like person? They can, and we do. I mean, there have been Jesus-like persons coming to India. They become spiritual masters and empowered devotees. They liberated people. See, they have the same kind of symptoms, but Christians, they don't have deep enough knowledge about that. To them, their sectarian view is everything. But, what to do? They're limited by that line. But they could come here, and some have before. And then it'll increase your understanding of what Jesus, was all about. And same thing with devotees there, and going to these gurus, both gurus and the followers. You can come here, and you'll get a deeper understanding of the Lord and who he really is. And you'll see this ecstatic mood you see here is part of him. It's a big part of him. He loves it. It's his most precious treasure. That's why you see he likes to eat butter. See, he doesn't put anything on it. Just give me the butter. Do you want to say anything, Tom?
Yes, I'm thinking about, you used the word pollutive, and I'm thinking why you use the word pollutive.
Polluted in what context? What did I say?
That these gurus like Muji and Sadhguru, that
Well,
they
there's
are
contamination there, contamination of speculation.
okay.
Yeah, it's just what it is. You know, when you overcome speculation, then you can taste Ras. You can taste the word. You can taste the name. See, you don't hear Muji. I don't know. Maybe they do some bhajans, but they're not really glorifying the name. They're speculating. They like talking about. You know, he has no real backing, strong backing for his words. See, the devotees, they relish the words, the conclusive truths. That gives them an ecstasy, a bliss, a special. You know, he's relishing more or less speculations. There's a relish in that. There's a taste in that. So when he or anybody else wants a deeper taste, they have to go into a real bona fide spiritual master who knows these inner teachings, these inner deep teachings of Lord Caitanya about Ras. And they're experienced in this tasting these Ras of these words and verses, you know, as they are. What do you think, Bhagavad Gita, as it is? Prabhupada didn't like this. These philosophers were translating and writing Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada said they're not devotees. See, they don't preach the personal thing. They surrender to the unborn inside you, or some more speculation.
Yeah, I understand that they avoid things, and they don't go straight to Krishna, to the source. They talk around it, around the bush.
Well,
But
they're inexperienced. See, that's the thing.
yeah. But to call them pollutive, that's another thing, I feel.
I don't remember when. I think maybe that's in your mind, because I personally I don't even remember saying that. But it's okay. Polluted, contaminated. Yeah, they're contaminated. Sadhguru is contaminated.
I can
Sadhguru
look
is
back and
contaminated.
rewind.
Yeah, he's contaminated. Muji's still got contamination. I'm not. See, it's not about being perfectly pure. It's having the pure understanding and to taste that and relish that and make Krishna happy in your own heart. And he's the purifier. See? And he'll purify. You can feel it. You can feel this special purification. See? And then when I listen to people like Muji and Sadhguru, I don't feel happy inside. Not really. I mean, it's just, it's like, it doesn't clean me. It doesn't purify me. Because what he says is got some speculations. That's all. So if I want to use pollution, you know, pollution, contaminations, to me, it's the same thing. Why do you have a problem with pollution?
I see very clearly that it's inconclusive, and I was convinced already that it's inconclusive. This is more conclusive. This is complete.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's okay. I mean, we're all in this world of contamination here. The special thing about this preaching and this understanding here is how to overcome being overcome by that contamination and being bewildered by it. So that is the gift of Lord Caitanya's grace, to appreciate the association of devotees. See, that's conclusive. His deeper devotees, his devotees who have a more intimate relationship with him. See, who relish Ras. See, that's what it's about. And then when you can do that, the Lord purifies you from inside of that contaminations. Otherwise, Sadhguru can't do it for himself. He doesn't know this. And others, and everybody, basically, unless you're a real devotee, man, with real devotion. And if people have problem with it, what can I say, man? You're not home free until you become a real devotee. The Lord's Maya will more or less bewilder you. It's just what she does. We cannot overcome this Maya until we become a devotee of the absolute truth. We're saved by somebody that represents that absolute truth in this world. See? Otherwise, I mean, you can get maybe liberation and stuff. I mean, you can go to the people speculating and there's some liberation in that. But you see, a liberated person that just has in the Brahman, they only have part of the truth. They're not whole yet. They're not full in their understanding until we become a devotee of the Supreme Lord and love God. Even if you don't know exactly who God is or whatever thing, but if pure love is in you for like my higher self, I just love you so much. Oh, the beloved inside. If you have that pure love, okay, that's you're a real devotee now. And if you get deeper knowledge about that, oh, well, that's icing on the cake. But I don't see those kind of symptoms even in Sadhguru of being a real devotee. I don't see that in many of the gurus. I don't see that. You might see that in a Christian who may not know how Krishna or God manifests more deeply and everything, but they may have the love of God in them, and you can see the symptoms of that. They're different than just regular people. The Lord is keeping them afloat in this world, purifying them, giving them a good heart, a better, not just good, but transcendental heart.
Can it be that there is an inconclusive love of God, that it's not complete but partly?
That's what I'm saying. You can love the Lord. See, Krishna says not everybody knows exactly who I am, what I am, how I exist. But if they worship me with unalloyed love, they're the best of my devotees. That's what I just said. Okay? You're not completely conclusive of who God is, but that pure love is in your heart. A Sufi could be like that. They don't know exactly. They said God is their beloved. And they may or may not have it. Maybe they're striving for it. But if they got it, like a Christian might be striving for it, but they may have it. Can you tell the symptoms of a person who has that pure love? That's why I'm with Krishna. That's why I'm with Lord Caitanya. Man, do I learn stuff here, like on real knowledge. I like that, man. I like to know who I'm worshiping. I like to know the depth of Krishna. I'm just addicted to that. I love these verses of Krishna writes or speaks. It is written down like that. I mean, where do you see such a broad-minded, truthful conception like that? So perfect. Not all my devotees know exactly who I am and what I am and how I exist. But if they worship me with unalloyed love, they're the best of my devotees. Only God could say something like that. And only a devotee can appreciate stuff like that. A real devotee. Go ahead, Tom. What?
Yeah, I danced with Sufis, and they felt pretty ecstatic, but it's not the ecstasy like here, but it really feels like ecstatic.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. There's ecstasy, Mayavadi ecstasies, and the love of God is different. See, and even in all groups, whether they're Vaishnavas, Christians, or Sufis, you could be contaminated, and I'd say it as contaminated with this Mayavadi thing, and you're twirling around to feel some liberation. that it's a little ecstatic, But the love of God is so, it's relationship, man. It's personal. It has these kind of symptoms, and there's a special clarity that comes from it. Anyway, just keep going, and you'll see more and more. What do we got here? Read some of these things people are writing here. Read what Lalita's saying. Tom or somebody.
Because their preaching is not conclusive, so they dilute the real esoteric truth, and by spreading that, they actually share lies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, see, that's the thing, is there's some lies there. And it's just everything until you can taste Ross, and then you have these kind of books. Oh, I mean, this is such an advantage. I mean, it really is. This is very uncommon. Here you have devotees who actually have love of God. And we also have Prabhupada's books. We have the Goswami books, the deepest conclusions ever preached. So we have that body of special knowledge from special devotees who rarely come to this planet. Yeah, and the whole thing is people don't know what gold is. We have mountains of gold here in this Sangha that just grows, and people don't understand it. But that's part of teaching, we're preaching the value of what we have, basically. They don't know that, oh, really? Yeah. Look at this. You see, look at this. We have Lord Caitanya. He's the latest incarnation. He comes once every 27 Divya Yugas, once every 4,320,000,000 years, a very special time. They don't know this. So if you come and listen here, we'll convince you. We'll show you. We'll show you the result of being connected with Lord Caitanya. We'll show you the knowledge that comes from that, how it's, hands down, trumps everything. Trumps all the knowledge. You come here and you'll get educated. I mean, why not, man? It's even free. You're not even being charged. I'll show you how Acharya Dev, how this trumps his knowledge here. Because we have it all, basically. We have Lord Chaitanya's mercy. We have Radha and Krishna's mercy. We have Prabhupada's order here. How can we not have something fantastic? All it is to educate the people about it. They don't know. They've been, absorbed in the illusions and believing in illusions. But we're making headway. Look, 18 people here, steady every day, 18, 20, 25. We're on the increase. There's no decrease here. No, this is getting more attractive. It's getting more real. More and more people are becoming aware. They say people are waking up. Yeah, also, devotees are waking up. No, this is an honest endeavor. We're not here to cheat anybody. You come here, you're going to benefit. You're going to have more and more good fortune. You're going to experience that. No pie in the sky, no bluff, no lies. No, just straight out truth. Straight out, the word you hear will become real for you. You'll see. This will become your reality, one of benediction and good fortune. Okay? That's how it is. That's devotee Bhagavat. The scriptures are meant to benedict people. Oh, you get a double dose. You get the scriptures, and without the speculation, because the devotee's preaching them to you as they are. And therefore the result comes more quickly.
Yeah. Lalita, she has some more comments.
Go ahead.
That is how the devotees are. Inconclusive love for God, just like the Christians. Man, do we are Fortunate. It's so exceptional to be in such a narrow gate.
Yeah, I mean,
Sufis are
it's like you're in the topmost school. Yeah, go ahead there, Tom.
yeah, yeah. Sufis are ecstatic, more than Vaidis. It's a certain ecstasy that's not complete. It's dizzy ecstasy.
Yeah, dizzy. Yeah. Dizzy. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really examined the Sufis that much, but I probably something like
Yeah, that was my path. I felt that attraction. I felt that there is some quality there. There is some
that. Yeah,
ecstasy
quality.
there. There is some um yeah Satchidananda energy there, and then I found an upgrade and an upgrade. So I just followed that upgrade. So that's my
Yeah.
way. I came here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an upgrade. Yeah. Yeah, here the upgrade is you just end up going deeper because the Lord showed the furthest extent, Lord Caitanya, furthest extent of where you could go in this world on whatever path is basically to Ras, to transcendental emotion. And now you just live in that forever. That's our more eternal position. There's nothing beyond that. That's our eternal position. Now all the what do you call it? The skins of the onions have peeled. See, to reveal the inner core. See, and that's it. And now you just live like that. We just live in Ras. We exist. Even here, you're existing spiritually because you've been awakened, and now you can nourish that spirit, and it grows more. You know, yeah,
Yeah.
and forever.
I see the layers of the onions. They contain the same quality as the core of the onion. The layers of the onion contain the same quality as the core of the onion. I see no difference in quality yet.
Yet, yeah, yes, yet you don't see yet. Yeah, the yet's important.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm I feel I want to progress, so I talk about this.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all works in progress. It just goes deeper forever. It's great. It's good. It's nice to find a path like that. The rule of hearing and worship the Lord in ecstasy. Yeah. Bread and butter, please. Butter me up. Is it true that Krishna takes away everything as he enters? Uh, I don't think he takes everything away all at once. He'll take everything that's in the way. See, whatever's in the way by his good fortune, and he'll maybe even steal it away, take it away from you, so that there's more for him, more room for that relationship between your soul and his. So, and he may do it gradually or quickly, but however he does it is perfect for you. Of course, baby and more. Yeah. Yeah, read some more there.
Lalita says no Satchidananda ecstasy with the Sufis.
Yeah. See, yeah,
This is
there's no.
what I don't understand yet. Yes, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm reading this comment of Lilita, and I feel there is a distinction, but I don't get it yet.
Yeah.
This
No
is where
problem.
I am at.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Go ahead. What else we got?
Johan, let's go a little back. Johan is quoting Madhya Lila 866. And Ramananda Rai replied, pure devotional service without any touch of speculative knowledge is the essence of perfection.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, see, without the, yeah, see, that's when you taste Ross, you just take the verse as it is, take the word as it is, and taste it, relish it. That you can do that when your soul is awakened. When Krishna, the sun, is awakened in you, see, to illuminate the verse. You're starting to become what do you call it, confidential associate of the Lord. You can relish what he relishes. Actually, you relish it together. That's the big thing. You share the same heart now. You know it. You're conscious of it. You like it. You feel like this is your real friend. The Lord is your friend. See? And you live for that. Like he lives for that. You live for that. See,
Wow.
it's a very intimate, very wonderful relationship that you'll never want to give up. You just want to go, you just want to have that. Just like you want to see your beloved every day if you're married or something. You get used to it until, until it gets hackneyed. Who knows? Maybe this is the God thing. It's always you looking forward to it. Okay, what else there, Tom?
Johan also says they are ecstatic on Brahma level.
Yeah, Brahman level. Yeah. Yeah, Brahman it's kind of it's more of a homogeneous. It's all kind of mixed in. You can't distinguish it so clearly yet. So that might be where you are a little bit.
Yeah.
It all kind of seems you're not distinguishing the spiritual variegatedness of things. Oh, it'll come gradually.
Yeah, I feel more and more listening to here is already clarifying and bringing me closer and making me more
Yeah,
conclusive.
amazing,
Yeah.
huh? It's a great
Yeah.
path. Keep you enthralled. You don't want to get bored here.
No, yeah, that's one of the things. For everyone, there's progress. Everyone is coming from a different angle, and
Yeah.
I feel when listening to you is so multifunctional that everyone, not yeah, if he's coming from this angle or that angle, or he is at that level of that level, it's upgrading and it's mercy for everyone.
Mm. Yeah.
Fernando Rodriguez Torres. Been drinking Brahman Void for some years. It is fine. You suffer less. But in front of Bhakti experience, void is void. It is comparing tasteless with tasty. Who
Yeah.
wins? Question mark.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you see, that's why it says Krishna is all attractive. That revelation of Krishna in the Vrindavan mood is all attractive. It attracts everybody, even in uh, Mathura or Dwarka, the queens. They also they meditate on the pastimes of the gopis. They like it. Not everybody likes it. Some people like their relationships in Dwarka or Mathura Ras, but some do. Some, and some may be a little adverse to that kind of worship. But even that's an attraction. So the Lord is all attractive.
Hmm.
Attractive means advert. When you hate somebody, you think about them, don't you? That means you're attracted. That would like Kamsa. He thought of Krishna all the time. See, Krishna's all attractive. He was attractive in being hated.
Ravan also.
Yeah. I remember I sent a letter to one guru in Hawaii. He's a famous guru over there. And I just shared my heart because I kind of liked his preaching because he was saying all the right things. And I sent a letter to him and I said, I'm also a spiritual master here and I have these disciples, and I was sharing my heart with him. My God, did this guy, he said he looked at my letter and for days he walked by it. He was just back and forth. It was seething. He said he wanted to respond. Then he finally sat down and all these horrible things. He was so mad. He hated me for writing to actually, to him, it was like he wanted control over everything, and all, some big thing. This is why I say when you become guru, you before premature, you become corrupted, very corrupted, very big false ego, false identification.
There's still a little envy in it.
Oh, yeah, it was. I was surprised. I said, "Oh, what came out of this guy?" I was just sharing my heart, treating him like a brother, and he didn't like it at all, man.
Yeah.
That was that famous guy in Hawaii, man. They think he's so great and everything, but they have no idea the kind of what you can become by becoming an associate of Lord Caitanya and his real devotees. You get the greatest thing, and most people like that, they think you're just an insignificant fly, like you're nothing.
Yeah. I was reading, I think it was this morning, how Lord Caitanya convinced those brahmanas. It's a very specific way of convincing the brahmanas. He earned the respect from the brahmanas, and then the brahmanas said they are right. So he had this very smooth way of upgrading them.
Yeah. He basically cheated them because he basically, actually, he did that with the Mayavadis, especially. See, actually, he did it, the whole thing. He took sannyas to gain the confidence of the regulative devotees because they respected that kind of that rules and regulation. They saw, oh, he's very good. He's trying to do it at least, trying to adhere to these things and everything. So the Lord plays a different, like it's not my nature to do that. The Lord hasn't given me that nature. He's given me the opposite. And sometimes the Lord would do the opposite also with certain devotees. He would like Vallabhabhata, he humiliated him.
Yeah, you are a little more provocative.
Yeah. More Nityananda style.
Not taking them with the hand like this and yes, we are together, and then he takes them with a hand. But
Yeah.
you have to. Oh, this is very beautiful to see differences in character.
Yeah. I mean, it's just different ways to play. People do their nature. Krishna gives, Lord Chaitanya gives a certain nature to the devotees, and this way that, like Nityananda wasn't like Lord Chaitanya was in his way, right? Nityananda didn't follow any of the rules. He just did what any whim that he had, but he was in ecstatic moods. You couldn't interrupt his ecstatic worship. He would just do anything. He would do crazy things. He would rip off his clothes and go down the street and do anything he felt like doing.
And I was thinking about this morning, that it's so beautiful that we are all free in this to take it with our own character, in a way that there's freedom to choose how to approach. Everyone can do it according his own character. And
Yeah,
Johan was also
it's
talking about
nice.
this.
Yeah.
It's simultaneously one and different. Everyone has a different character. Simultaneously one and different.
Yeah, mute your mic
Everyone.
there. Mute your mic, Govinda. Okay.
So
You have to
everyone
mute,
can approach.
mute your mic again there, Govinda. Okay, go ahead there.
So everyone can approach freely from his own position to an upgrade, from his own angle, from his own character. So there is not one rule and regulation. Like I experienced this. This is very important for me. Like I even felt when I was a child in the school. Yes, I felt no, this is not the right approach for this student. He has to learn first to express himself with music, and then learn mathematics. And that one, he has to do music first and chant, and then he can do mathematics later. So everyone has his own sequence, in his own order to progress. But there was no space in this educational program here. So here I feel everyone has um, this natural way to progress from his own point to his next own point.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's great. Okay, read on. Read some other things.
Okay, let's see. Fernanda Rodriguez, I had that. Lalita Ganga, Satchidananda is the real stuff. It is Radhe Krishna, given by the Vrindavan Prema Guru.
Yeah, I mean, it's all leading to Satchidananda. Otherwise, you're not perfecting anything. What, you think it's all about just learning how to do rules and Varnashram, Dharma, and all that? I mean, so our message is for those who want to go deeper in their worship. Because this is the ultimate, is Sat, is your eternal form awakening, who you are as a spirit soul in your relationship with God. See? So and then you need the Ananda, see, and the Chit knowledge. So that's all here. See? And you, when that's manifest inside you, Sat Chit Ananda, now your life is perfect. You realize who you are, what you are, how to stay happy even in this world, because you're being sustained by your soul's relationship with God. So that's it. And then anything you do in this world is gravy, is icing on the cake. You help people get the same position. You try to help them out of their illusion. If they want to listen to the message, this is the path. You just see, the path is the association of these kinds of devotees. We're more or less out of the illusion. See, and coming out more and more all the time. And people gradually, there are people who sincerely want out. And, so our message goes out. Whoever wants out, you just come into this association and you're going to get what you can't get anywhere that I've seen. You can't get it in religion. You can't get it in Vaishnavism as it is now. Where do you get Satchidananda, ecstatic worship of the Lord, and with tears in your eyes and holy laughter? It's so big, it's so deep, it's so wonderful, people don't even understand its value yet. We're about 50 years ahead of ourselves, but we're catching up with time because we're so relentless. This is relentless preaching. This is uncommon to be able to, like, every day have such a sacrifice, and that's why people make big time advancement here, because you're realizing you're coming here and investing. You're wise investors of your time. You're paying your attention here, see, and therefore the dividends, the spiritual dividends, are growing here. You're becoming more and more spiritually wealthy, and realizing it's all about spirit wealth, and everything else that comes just comes, just naturally. Okay. So you get the best of everything, just and this is how people begin to aware. They start to see there's something special here, and there is. See? So it comes from showing and telling, showing, the beauty of this worship, and then glorifying it. See, we're just doing what the books do. They showed what you read about what people showed 550 years ago, and the books also glorify that this is the greatest path. Okay? The path. All you have to do is come here, and naturally you'll supersede the rules and regulations and varnashram dharma so easily, because you just come right on naturally onto the higher path. That's how powerful it is, simply because it's here, simply because it's manifest. It's not like, oh yeah, when I'm ready, I'll just come, yeah, well, when you're ready, you may have to wait a few more lifetimes before this is manifest. Right now, it's here. And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so when you come here as a devotee, you become more functional and more alive in that new level, in that new quality of Vrindavan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I read on about Johan?
Yeah, go ahead.
Johan says, there is some Ananda because one becomes free from material problems. He's replying to Lalita. There is some Ananda because one becomes free from material problems.
Yeah, probably about Sufi thing or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's liberation. You're free of material miseries. So there's some of that, there's some of that. But see, this is tasting the word of God or his name or chanting. Becoming free is like a side benefit. Whereas becoming free is the path. I've got to strive to become free and do liberated things, get in like speculation. So you're listening to speculation and then you're in the speculations and feeling the buzz from that. I know how that is. I used to go to satsangs when I left bhakti for a while. I went to satsangs and I hear these people speak and I felt, wow, this kind of energy, and it felt kind of lifted, like some sparkles, and yeah, it was spark, it was nice, and then gradually, then I go again, and it was sparkles, yeah. But this is deeper. This is better. I like this better. This is more deep. More interesting, more truthful, more ecstatic. Even everything. It's more everything.
When you say better, it sounds like butter.
Yeah, better butter. Yeah, it's better with butter. Okay, what else? What else?
Freddy Boutsen. I'm that insignificant fly, but I fly high. Lalita Ganga.
Read Fernando's thing here, another one.
Yeah. And just one then I'm in the sequence.
Okay.
Lalita Ganga, other time and other circumstances. And then Fernando, have been reading things here and there. What does Maharaj say about this thing of Siddha Pranali? How it works here? I don't know.
I don't know, man. All I know is this. There's this controversy about Siddha Pranali. To me, you know what that's being spread by? Inexperienced devotees. They're just talkers, man. Siddha Pranali, Siddha Pranali, Siddha Pranali. Nobody's in there Siddha Pranali that I can see. Speculating on what it is and everything. You come here, you get automatically your Siddha Pranali, your Siddha Deha, your spiritual way of worshiping Krishna becomes manifest. Lalita knows who what her relationship with Krishna is. Johan knows the kind of worship. I didn't have to tell them, oh, let me give you your Siddha Pranali. You're a Manjari. Yeah, just meditate on this. My wife was given her Siddha Pranali from one of these gurus over there in Radhakund. And after 20 years of leaving this, Lalita Ganga and Johan have 1,000 times more realization than the Siddha Pranali she got. She just gave it up. She's just like, I can't do this thing meditating on my Manjari form is that my guru gave me, and all of this stuff, and it's just too hard for me. She moved out of Vrindavan. She's in Sweden now, as far as I know. See, in other words, you lose the real path. Look at this. You know, could you imagine if my ex-wife would have been here? She wouldn't even be thinking about it. She'd be worshiping the Lord in her ecstatic form. But she gave that up. That's her lesson. In some life, she's gonna really lament, I really screwed up. And that'll be good, because you know, that's called repentance. You know, you never kick your real bhakti guru away. And she did, and others have also, and that's their repentance. They're going to feel very sorry they did it, because even if they're lucky in this lifetime, they'll feel sorry, because they'll see you guys as witnesses, blissed out of your mind, deep revelation and ecstasy and beautiful qualities and magnanimity and forgiveness and spiritual potency to do something in this world, and they're sitting in the bleachers on the sidelines and can't do nothing. Become immobilized because they lost the path. You know, they went off the path, off the rails. You know, and therefore you know, you ever see a train on the rails? It goes down the road. When it goes off the rails, it's stuck, right? It's been train wrecked. It's off the rails. That's what most of everybody that's left here has been. You went off the rails, man. These are the rails for your bhakti. You don't tell me you found a better place for bhakti when you don't have the symptoms of finding a better place for bhakti. Show me that you left here, my dear ex-wife and Mahavirya, and you got better bhakti than Lalita, Ganga, and Johan and Govinda and all these nice devotees. But what I see, Mahavirya just criticizes, calls Lalita Ganga a fool. Whoa, that's the kind of realization you have? You have no idea what bhakti is. You're off the rails, man. You've been train wrecked. So you're lucky if you come back here before you kick the bucket. You're getting old now. You probably went and got your little vac. Oh, don't say that. Oh, of course there's free speech, but don't say that word. Oh, that means it's really, really good for you. They don't want you to even say the word. Come on, you guys. That's why I say don't be stupid in our Sangha, man. You can't even say the word. Just listen to what we say.
You know,
oh, it's wonderful. Let's have a dance. Let's have a party. Oh, just get it. It's so skeezy. It's wonderful. And people are dropping like flies, man. Oh, yeah, they dropping now every day. 21-year-old just kicked the butt. We have no idea, you know. Another person says, you know, they were like really healthy and then they did a couple of those, and then they're sick at the doctor every day, you know, every day. I mean, I heard this, you know, the doctor every day sick, you know, and you can't even tell them. They won't, don't say anything. No, they can't add anymore. They can't say, let's see, I got this, and now I was healthy and I'm sick all the time, going to the doctor and all that stuff. I can't put it together. Man, yeah, your brain is like, I don't know, maybe that some of that stuff got in there.
I feel it's like there is copper and there is gold, yes, and
Yeah.
that they think, oh yeah, I'm convinced that this copper, this material is the highest quality, but they don't see that they are not first class devotees. They are second class, and they don't have the full knowledge and the full perspective. They don't know real gold.
Yeah. Yeah, if somebody is lucky, see, if they're lucky, they hear this information and they say, oh, this is more intelligent. That's less intelligent. See, that's the whole point. You don't know what is less intelligent until you hear what's more intelligent. That's the secret. See, and that's what we try to. If anybody will come here, that's how Lord Caitanya did it with the Mayavadi sannyasis. One of his followers got the bright idea. Said, if I can get these Mayavadis, sannyasis close to Lord Caitanya, they'll see he's uncommon, that he has uncommon intelligence, uncommon transcendental qualities. See, and that's how they got converted. So that's why, you know, when people come, if they come for a while, they'll see it's uncommon here. And then they can compare it. They have nothing to compare unless we demonstrate this. That's why it has Prabhupada's full approval. Who's going to demonstrate? Who has the power? Who has the ecstatic power to pull something like this off? Before Prabhupada came to me and Krishna came, I was worshiping in ecstasy for years to prepare for this. You know how Prabhupada prepared for years to do his Vaidhi thing. He practiced the mridangas and all this stuff and preaching, practiced preaching in English and all that stuff. Well, I was practicing for years. I didn't know it, but I was just ecstatically worshiping Krishna. That was the practice Krishna was looking for. See, and then Prabhupada came, people started coming. See, and you know, the deeper, sharing the deeper insights, causing the transformation in other devotees. See, very important. Where else is this happening? This is the first fruits for the Vaishnavas or anybody, actually. Do you want to give us a word there, Shama-san?
Hare Krishna. Yeah, you somebody in comments were talking about those mantras. Yeah.
Somebody.
I don't know if somebody was talking about the mantras from Guru. These mantras. Yeah. I'm not sure if this mantras, but I got some mantras, very confidential. When you meditate, and the one round you go to Navadvip, and the second round you go, and you are a boy, and the second round you go to Vrindavan, and you serve as a small gopi, small manjari. And I got those mantras.
Oops.
Whoa. Cliffhanger.
She'll come back. There we go.
Yeah. And can you hear me?
Yes.
And I was doing this almost 2 years long. And it took so long, you know, it was like over 1 hour a day.
Maybe step back a little bit because you're clicking in your voice.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, still a little bit of click. You hear you good, but it's making pop, 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 pop a little bit.
So I was chanting.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And it took so long because it was like more than 1 hour every day. First Navadip, first Vrindavan. But I was trying so hard, you know, and I was really visualizing, trying to imagine how I am this small boy and this small manjari, and I was doing my best, you know. I had some graphics, some pictures which supposed to help me to imagine, you know, where I am, what I do, what I serve, what I give, and I was doing this. And then one day I started in my meditation to see stuff, you know, like Panchatattva, who is very, very big. Like they are very big, and I am so small, and they are so big. And then I wanted to share with my guru, you know. I was doing this every day, so many hours, and I tried so hard, and then I experienced something, so I wanted to share. And I told him about this, about my experience, that I saw them very, very big, you know, like 20 meters, like enormous. And he was just smiling, like, you know, when somebody smiles on you, like they think you're stupid, and like you are doing nonsense. Then I felt like, okay, so why am I doing this, you know, if I cannot share? Yeah, and then I was living in this temple there, and I had a nap. I was sleeping, and then I had a dream that to this temple was a big gate, you know, and I had a dream that I saw, but for a few seconds, the Krishna form, but or Caitanya, I don't know, but it was also 2 meters guy, you know, and I saw only light, like gold light, but with the form of human, you know. But I felt so loved. I felt so loved. It was just few second experience, and it was really nice. I don't know why I'm talking this, but I wanted to share. And the lecture is beautiful. I think the last 5 lectures. You cannot hear me, Oda?
Yeah. No, I hear you good. Yeah, I think a lot of it is just because you already had a predisposition for a connection. And then so you did some of these meditations and it helped you experience something like that. But a lot, like you say, a lot of these people teaching these things are not really there themselves. But this is really better. This automatically happens. You know, you just get peel the onion, man, just by Sadhu Sangha and worship like this, and gradually you become aware of who you are, just naturally. You don't need anybody to tell you, you know. This is the Lord reveals from within.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I feel now there are devotees here and they have grasped the quality from you, and when they are going to back to follow another program, they are already so advanced that their teacher they cannot follow. But that's because we already tasted and grasped this this quality from you. And when we go back to an old system, to another teacher, they can't get this. It's above their heads.
Yeah. Well, they also just can't usually get it that way because it's not really the way it really works. The people, they just speculate so many things. I mean, in Vaishnavism, that's why it's dry. You know, that's why it's ritualistic. They lost it. They just lost the connection. You know, it's just they don't even know what it is anymore. You know, they don't know. Just it's like something else. That's why we're bringing it back. This is what it is. It was, you know, devotees that were ecstatically chanting. You know, they got juice from the name. They had the sun. They were jubilant because Krishna appears in them every day. You know, we're bringing this all back, and it's a big shock to the Vaishnavas or people or anybody. You know, they're worshiping in Maya. They're worshiping Maya, and they don't get such experiences. You know?
Yeah. So when you leave here, it's like going from first class to second class, and then it's a really strange place. Yes, because here it's first class, and then when you leave and you go back to second class, it's very strange.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
more
it
than
can
the
be.
teacher. You know more than the teacher.
Yeah, it can be. It depends on your desires, you know. That's why people, when they leave and they go back, it depends. Like for my Mahavirya, my ex-wife, basically there was some envy there and competition, you know, wanting to be bigger, better, want to be liberated. They have these desires. It's not like they go to find a better place sometimes. They go and they seek a similar level. Like a lot of these gurus that they follow and everything are envious and jealous too themselves. Jealous of the ones who are really, and so they go and they fit better there. It's just how it is. So it depends. I mean, if you're really seeking God with a clean heart, a clear heart, you'll see the Lord here. I mean, you know, like blessed are the pure in heart, they shall see God. If you really you don't have these things where you want to be better than guru. It's like that Ramachandra Puri. He wanted to be better than his guru. He wanted to teach his guru. That's what I experienced. Mahavir wanted to do that. He wants to teach his real guru, his Siksha guru. But my ex-wife wants to be my guru. She wants to teach me, instruct me. Same thing, Ramachandra Puri path. The real disciple wasn't like that. Therefore, he became even Lord Chaitanya's guru, Isvarapuri. So it depends, on your heart. What do you really want? See? People are sometimes bewildered by these weeds. The weeds bewilder them, and they have to live that out. They have to live out trying to be a big teacher, or or whatever it is. God knows, that's all these different things. But you see, the devotees here that are staying, they want Krishna. They want. I mean, I'm not here to be a big. I'm just here to play my role, man. This has been given me. I'm doing the job. When I tried not doing the job, I know what that's like. I tried to be a Rhythmic, never worked out. Wasn't happy. Didn't do any work for Prabhupada really, because I didn't follow his order. I tried to go back to Jesus Christ. That didn't work out either. Just being with Jesus. Everything worked like a charm as soon as I just followed the order and blessing of Prabhupada and Krishna. Now it's beautiful, and I stay with that. Very simple. Don't speculate, get into this thing. Oh, I'm not qualified. Yeah, I'm not qualified, but the order is qualified. The order of the Vaishnavas is blessings. Krishna has blessed it, so it works. It'll continue to work, and people will see this is as real as you're going to really get, unless wherever you're going is like this. A real, honest, genuine associate of Lord Caitanya and these kinds of devotees, whether you got this kind of mercy. If it's not like this, you might as well come here. Then this will be the only game in this whole world that's going to get you like really quickly there. Go ahead there, Shama.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to you, Guru Maharaj, that since days I'm walking around and I'm asking myself, what is this? What is this? What's going on? What can I hold? What I feel, how it's possible. And I'm asking my question because I cannot understand. I can only feel.
Yeah. What is this? It's called love. It's called bliss.
So
What do you think Radha's doing? Huh? What?
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. Yeah. It's kind of coming at a kind of a tough time because you got to do your work and stuff like that. But what to do? At least you got it. Look at Govinda; he's overwhelmed too.
I'm overwhelmed that Sharma is overwhelmed. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah.
There's so many comments now.
Yeah, that's why I'm hoping with the Bitcoin that it works out, because if it gets like really high, like they say it could be and everything, I'd like to just give like Shama, give her freedom, she could just do this bhakti instead of and just do the other thing like a hobby, where you don't have to get so. Or other do like Amy, Amy just wants to just sit there with the devotees, and see, that'd be nice. So that's what I'm praying for. That's why I just put everything in that, and hopefully could be like 6 months or a year, if things right, maybe go up, and then we'll try to help the devotees have the freedom so they can be happy in their because I've got the freedom. It's just like I couldn't imagine working and doing stuff. I would like others to be like more free, especially when you've got it, when you're getting it and you see it's wonderful and you really want to commit to it. To get more freedom in that, and then you do the work. Like everybody sees Shama Sundari's young. She'll probably want to work. She likes her work, and it's very beneficial for people, but not to have to be like always strapped to do it. It'd be nice to you can just do it because you like to do it and you like to share, and make a few bucks doing it, and like that. Natural.
I feel Amy, she also wants to hang out with devotees, with other devotees.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yes. We've got to work, got the best path. Yeah, it's really great. Like Pani, he can work, he's got his job and everything and noodles. But their heart is here, and Krishna knows that. Krishna knows that, and that means everything. That's exactly, Bhavananda Roy and his family members, they were engaged in pounds and shillings, they were working everything, but they naturally loved Lord Caitanya. When you naturally love what's going on here and you're pounds, you got to be, you got a family and all that, and you're working and everything, the Lord is with you. You become, because you're devotees of a real devotee, devotees of devotees, real devotees who have real devotion. Oh, that's all that's required. The Lord will protect you. You will feel his protection with you. So the verses become real for the devotees here. This is only going to increase as we just continue our worship, man. Shama will become more and more overwhelmed with happiness. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, I don't know. Let's take a break. Time for break time.
No comments, reading?
Okay, read some more comments. Let's see.
Yeah, there are a lot.
Really? Okay, go for it.
Let's go back. Let's see. Andromeda. Be the fly on the butter. Butterfly. Butterface.
That's good. That's a good one.
Funny. I personally don't like to think about it that way. I open my mind and listen and listen. I feel so much love from Krishna and Radha without question. I just let it come in my heart. Wow.
That's awesome.
Wow, beautiful. Andromeda, honey butter face. Yes. Oh, so sweet. Amy Rose, off the beaten path and lost in the overgrowth of the jungle. Ah, yes. Off the beaten path and lost in the overgrowth of the jungle. Funny. Why thinking? The message for me is feeling. Fernando. Okay, I understood the relation between Siddha Pranali and COVID vaccines. Oh.
It's good he's getting a sense of humor.
Andromeda. These lost false ones will never get this Prema Bhakti butter, vainly churning an empty vessel. Yes.
Exactly.
Andromeda. Their churn is empty, but they are still trying to claim they are making butter.
That's exactly what it is. Like that. They claim they're making butter. There's nothing in the churning.
Yes. Those cold, dry toast gurus. Where's the ghee? Where's the ghee, guys? Where is the ghee, guys? Freddy. It's a visualization the same as is a visualization the same as a realization? Question mark. Question from Freddy. Is visualization the same as realization?
Well, it depends if the realization comes with a visualization. Otherwise, it could be just a visual, like an imaginative thing. But, like sometimes I notice when I'm chanting, sometimes a visualization comes with a realization. They come together. In the sense, they're the same. You visualize what you're realizing. But a lot of people can imagine things, and that's what they're trying to imagine. You're this and a manjari, I don't know. I like this way. This way is honest. It works.
Yeah, the other day, I was having this kind of lucid, between sleep and between awake kind of experience of seeing the outer bit of the tent. I could see, although I was covered with a military sleeping bag, and it was like the gopis and Krishna, I could see it. But it was kind of blurred. But the more I chanted Gopala, Krishna, it became more clear and in focus. So it was a darshan and a realization that chanting makes things more clearer, more fuller. And like when Mary Sachi, she shared when I first met her that she saw through you on the first meeting or second when you was doing Temples of Hearts in America. She saw right through you, translucent, and you was clear. And it took me a while to really get an angle on that. But it's only recently I thought, oh yeah, clear, concise, conclusive. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, awesome. What else, Tom?
And next comment from Freddy. Some are here and don't realize that they are in the first class.
Some are here.
Yeah, and they don't realize that they are in the first class.
Yeah, I mean, it takes time to realize that, I'm realizing it more and more myself. It's great. I like it. Progressive realization.
Amy Rose, replying to Freddy Boutsen. I don't think so, because I think visualization is something you are using effort to try and create, where a realization is something that happens without any attempted effort.
Yeah. Well, actually, even Prabhupada taught when you chant, just listen to the name. Just put your attention on listening, and gradually you get purified. You come to Sadhu, you hear, you listen, and then gradually everything becomes spontaneously manifest. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to go. I want to move around a little bit. So, Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you.